Hey friends. Say hi to my YouTube. Happy birthday, Steve. Hello, good evening, everyone. It is October 23rd, and we are, what time is it? It is 9:22 p.m. and I do want to, sorry, there's going to be a bit of background noise, so window into my world. My dear, sweet husband is making me some popcorn, so you'll probably hear some popping in the background because we are sitting on the dining room table right now. And yeah, I just wanted to give everyone a quick update on where we are this week, how we've been journaling, and I really wanted to maybe take you guys on a journey of this M5 that I have been using. I actually wanted to bring my plotter out here, but I just realized that it's nowhere to be found. But in any case, I was using my M5 plotter for the earlier part of the month, but then I decided and switched over to this Moterm because I kind of thought that, I don't know, it just felt like there could be more chunk, and you know how I love a good chunky journal, so I'm able to kind of fit in these Filofax pages, which again, I haven't really decided how I'm doing this in the M5 versus oh my god. If only you could witness. Okay, I might just have to cut that out. But, oops, I'm gonna cut that out anyways. So, I mean, you're gonna hear popcorn popping soon. In any case, I haven't really decided quite how I'm using the Filofax M5 pages. I've always been kind of curious how people and what people do, because I have an M5 weekly here, but I also have like a weekly here, and this is where I'm doing sort of most of my event planning and like to-do planning and all that jazz and to-buy list. So sometimes I feel like, you know, doing it on my M5 is redundant, and I don't know if you guys have this sense of sometimes you just have to-do lists all over the place. I have some digital to-do lists. I have a to-do list here. I sometimes have daily to-do lists that I write on my logs. And now I also have a running to-do list on my M5. So kind of let me explain what I use this for and how I really use it. So this is obviously quite a hefty journal. So in addition to me carrying my pumps around and all of that, I do not have space to carry a full-size journal. Sometimes I like to bring a book along with me. And so I really just don't have much space. So I resorted to bring this Moterm around, and I just really like the, you know, bigness of it. There are a few things that I have always had reservations about the M5 is sometimes I think the size is just too small. I do see how other people use it on Instagram and on Threads, and you know, I've gotten a lot of inspiration from people who use their M5 really well. I have been debating and open to the idea of potentially exploring a pocket size, so the M6, and I have fallen in love with how the Filofax Malden works, or I mean looks. And so I've been looking at the brown one and the burgundy one. In fact, it actually looks a lot like the original, except it just feels and looks a bit more rugged. And like, yeah, the leather just looks very soft and lived in. But anywho, I think before I make any new purchases or anything like that, I'm quite happy with my Moterm actually. The only problem I have with it is it just like feels a little, I don't know, it feels like it's gonna be hard to get it to feel lived in. But adding my little Miffy keychain has really helped. So this is sort of, and again, I haven't really practiced this, and you can hear popcorn popping in the background, so I hope I'm making you hungry. This is sort of a little inspiration page that I have. I think the journal, the Instagram handle of this person in Korea is called Pain Burr, Beurre. I'll link their Instagram below. I really just like how simple, I assume she makes her journals look. And let me just make sure that, yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah, it's a M5 that she carries around and photographs, and it's mostly text only, so it's really not as colorful as I have it here, but I do love the simplicity of it, and so there are a lot of things that I draw inspiration from here. I decided to add this sort of October 20th inbox, so I'm planning on doing this every week. It's really just having one page in the front where it feels like, before I was sort of using these daily pages to put random like to-dos, but I figured that I keep losing this, kind of losing track of them. So I wanted a single page in the front of every week of like must to-dos that I have to do that I potentially need to transfer into here. So that's been working well. I haven't had a lot so far, but kind of given that this is the one journal sometimes I have with me only, it is helpful to have a page like this. And then I have just this Filofax yearly page just to reference days. And then we're going into these daily logs. Now I don't have a daily log every day, but on the days that I do have them, I wanted to maybe just give you a quick look at what kind of things I'm writing. So October 8th, met with Nat, and kind of just going through what we did, what we had, what I appreciate about her. October 9th, I have these little drawings that I did, a reminder to book movie. Again, these are things that I like lose sometimes in here. Yeah, what Peggy's doing, what I'm doing, what I'm eating. Sometimes I for some reason the M5 really pulls me into like doing drawing sometimes. So I do a lot of like illustrations, and I'm not saying they're good. I just say I do them. So I have that. Moonless, one of my really favorite Substack slash, I don't know, I would say they're not just a Substack. They're kind of this journal, introspective place on the internet that I discovered a while back. It's run by someone called Lee Patterson, and I bought their physical like kind of Moonless journal once, and I loved it, and I gifted it to two of my best friends as well. And then Friday, let's see. Sometimes I can't even read my own writing. Just played shuttlecock and bought a sesame potage. What's potage? Then these are just like really random notes, and like even sometimes I'm at the stationery store and they don't have those pads for writing, like for testing pens. I just end up doing it on here myself. This is Peggy with a book with a horse at night on writing. These are some stickers and tags that I had. This is 13. So I said, need to order Halloween costume today. So obviously I think I would very easily lose this to do, so which is why I want to pull all those out into like a front page here, so at least every week I have one place to put them, and I stop doing this on my daily logs or like on these logs. this is like so I also really like testing out different types of paper. This is an Ashford like hard paper, and this is like a very thin type of paper. My popcorn is here. Thank you. Thank you. You can say something. You want to say hi? You can show your hands. Oh, yes, look at that calculator, watch. All right, this is his special popcorn. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I'm not here. Thank you. Oops. Okay, and this is when I was deciding M5 or M6 pocket. Pretty sure I want a Meldon, and I don't. Great, good job. Let's go. I hate waking up and feeling dry eyes. Why do they even get dry? Mahe for lunch. I sometimes have a word. Permission. This is when, so I have, and then I have some book notes. Mother Mary Comes to Me and Plato the Republic, which I did say I was reading last time. Sorry, I really shouldn't be eating it. How to do this? It's hard because the popcorn's right here. So I'm gonna move it away. Another kind of to-do list, buy list. About Chenning Yang. And then sometimes I'll just have like this list. I know I just tag here, just separate it out, or just things I need to buy for Peggy's. We're doing she's starting solids right now, so I like constantly have to buy stuff from the supermarket to keep up with it, keep up with her stuff. And then here I have sort of references for sizes of A4, A5 Bible, Mini 6, and M5 sizes. Yeah, sometimes I just have references here. What printer settings I should have. And again, I actually don't have a printer yet, so I'm gonna have to-dos. Today I felt like drawing, so I'm just drawing. Yeah, so that's really like my M5. There's no rhyme or rules. It's really that I'm going out and I have paper with me. And as you can see here, if we move into these journals, so we're keeping up with everything you see here. We got the media log, that's still running. We have the calendar, the self-made calendar, and I think it's going pretty well. I have been, let me move this up a little bit. I have been using it a bit like a social media tracker actually, and so I have these silver dots of just say when I uploaded, which is that, and then pink is when I filmed. So I'm filming on Thursday, and as you can see, these patterns are that I usually film on Wednesday. I just couldn't get to it yesterday, so I'm filming tonight, which is why it's not bright light outside. My Hobonichi experiment has been going well. I still track to-dos now on the right, and then just things that I'm doing on the left. So let me just make a, oops. Oh, this is when the holes come in and cause problems. I could not see the hole there. 23rd, that's today. I didn't really have anything except for work, and then tomorrow I have Mom's to move and change lunch. So I'll write that down. Kim's B-Day, and then this is 3 p.m. onwards. All right, so there's that, and then I have to fill in my wins from yesterday, and I guess I'm just going, I don't know if I did this in the last video anymore, but I'll do just a quick flip through on the daily logs of October. I might do this again next week and go in a little bit more detail because I'm probably going to film an archiving video next week on how I archive my October. But as you can see, I've already pulled some stuff over from here that I think is worth slotting into the main Halifax, which is sometimes I, do a bunch of things off there, like on here that I think is worth moving over. So this I think was a pretty stacked day where, I had a lot of things to do and order and and so I thought it was worth it to move that here. I also had a list for work that I wanted to kind of keep close, so there's that. And I think you've seen some of this already, so I won't go through this too much. Watched a movie, this is the thing. Yep, I think I did go through this last week. This one, Diane Keaton passed away. I just found a sticker. I happened to find a sticker in my sticker book that looked exactly like Diane Keaton. Crazy, I know. And then sometimes we have these like fun drawings that the kiddos do, so I slip them in here as well. This is from the coffee shop. And yeah, oh, you've been through this because I went through this last week. I'm sorry if this is repetitive. I printed my potential Hobonichi order for the year, and actually, quick update, I don't think I'm getting a week's, at least not for now. I think I am going to experiment again with the A6 original, just as like a ephemera place to be creative, because I realize that's sort of what I'm missing a little bit here. Is I do a lot of writing and I want to keep it that way, but it was really fun to make this page. I don't know, but there's just something about Hobonichi that I miss, but I know I don't want another week's planner. I don't know, don't hold me to my word. I just wanted to insert a little like disclaimer here that, you know, I am someone who likes to experiment with my journals, as some people experiment with their clothes. And I do not spend money on clothes, and so this, you know, is just my way of being and staying creative. So I think I don't want to ever feel like I can't experiment with something because I had this system to start off with, and there might be some more exploration to be done. In any case, the one of the reasons that I probably am not for a bit making this order is because I did have a coworker who very kindly went to Japan and picked up the Hobonichi for me, or this one that I was going to like just throw into a group or like a group order, and I no longer need to do that. So I might hold off the Hobonichi order for this year, which is great. It saves me some money and I don't feel like I need to be indecisive. And yeah, once in a while I like to draw. We watched La La Land last week. I put down some really funny quotes from the kiddos over here, and I just really love this Tomoki Watanabe calendar. And sometimes if, you know, the day calls for it, I will stick the day's calendar in here. And sometimes I translate it because I don't speak Japanese, even though I want to. This just says, I'm Peanut. I love persimmon seeds. A perfect day. If this is incorrect, tell me please, but I just love the way it's translated already, and I wrote that down. Peggy was obsessed with this, so I just wanted to commemorate that and put that here. Finally got into and finished The Summer I Turned Pretty, and oh my gosh, wow. I both hate and love myself for watching it, but the drama, I won't spoil anything for anyone who probably is in the middle of a season, but I don't think anyone is. I think everyone finished this and I'm just late to the game. So good though. This is another sort of day where I thought it would be fun to throw in the insert from my M5 into here. Finally feels like fall, so the weather just turned and it just feels so nice. Here I wrote down this like crazy story that happened to me on the MTR that also involved this instrument, a hulusi, that I could not identify before I Googled it, and I ended up just writing a little post about this and sticking this in here. Made some scallion pancakes. This is when Heist of the Century, the Louvre. Yeah, I've just been obsessing with my friend over this heist. Hilarious. And I got over 2,000 followers on Instagram. I can't believe it. So if you're new here, if you are subscribing to my Instagram or following me on Instagram, thank you. I just can't believe so many of you are on there, and I just love connecting with you guys and having you peek into my journals, commenting on them, and yeah, like tag me. I want to see what you guys do. I want to see if there's anything in here that inspires you to do something on your journals as well. A little tag from Anya Hindmarch and Uniqlo collaboration. And then lastly, today's the 23rd. This is my page of the day. I actually just did this kind of over dinner and watching Slow Horses. I Wim Hofed in the morning, so for those of you who Wim Hof, it was my first return to Wim Hof since pregnancy. Oh my gosh, I was so out of breath. And then for some reason, the rest of the day's page just really called to me in a illustrative way, and so that's what I did. I'm not an illustrator, but I kind of love the idea sometimes of having pages like this where I don't have much to say, but I think it's like a cute representation of the day. I sharpened some pencils. So these are the two that I sharpened and got. I really like these ones actually. They come in a pack of 3, these Tombow 8900 from I think like just Family Mart in Japan. They come with this cover, which I think is super convenient. And one thing I don't love about pencils actually is I think they start off too long. And I kind of wish they started off more like this, because once it gets to this stage, it feels more like a lived-in pencil. So if anyone is interested in making 3/4 of a way done pencils, let me know, because I think there's a market for something like that. Yeah, I read this really good article today called Flounder Mode by Bree Wolfson on Kevin Kelly, and it was just so good. It's on Colossus Magazine. I highly recommend it for those of you who are in the tech and interested in that sort of space. Definitely something you want to check out. Bree Wolfson, one of my favorite writers out there, or like people, I guess, on the internet, and she was one of the early founders of Stripe Press, or who helped set it up at Stripe. So, right. Who would have known? I just got cut off again because my storage is full, and I guess this is gonna keep happening to me until I delete a bunch of Peggy, or not delete, I don't want to say, maybe move it to somewhere else, because I am taking like 100 photos a day, if not more, and some of them are videos too. So I was about to wrap up though, which is good. I was near the end of this already. I was just talking about the things around here. I think I talked about this pencil already. If I didn't, love this pencil. Second, I also really wanted everyone to just see this really funny, handy butter spreader dispenser that I got from Daiso. I am showing it to you just because it looks like a glue stick. But basically the idea is you insert a stick of butter in, and it becomes a glue stick butter, so you can easily butter your toast, which feels just like a crazy invention that most people I know who are close to me are very interested in gifts like this. So I always like to stock up when I see stuff like this and can save it. And I have a special box that I save things like this that I can pull out in case, I need a gift or two or something. But yeah, in terms of reading, I did finish. This is actually great because I didn't go into this. I finished an academic question yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago, and I made a video about this, but I've been using my Fabimo printer for this one thing that I wanted to show you guys, and so I think I might have to insert a separate clip here. But what I do now is I can take a photo of a book, and on my iOS, you can highlight the words and copy and paste them, and so that's what I do, and I print them out on the Fabimo into here. And so this is a way for me to just preserve quotes really easily without writing it down. And obviously with my hand being a little out of commission these days, any way that I can save doing stuff like that, I will. And I just had I kind of had not a lot to say about the book per se, but I have wanted to become better about remembering books that I read. So one of the ways I do this is I do initial reactions and thoughts, and then I actually just write down like the characters that we encounter during the book, and by kind of going into who the characters are, how they're related to each other, I spin up more questions for myself and things that I think about the book. And so I thought that was just, if anyone sort of doesn't know how or what to journal about, I really recommend doing this just to jog your own brain about the book that you just finished reading, and it helps recall a lot better. Yeah, so this is what that looks like, is these 3 quotes that I printed out from the memo. One of them is sticker paper, and then I had to switch the paper out, and this is actually not sticker paper anymore, it's just normal receipt paper. And yeah, I got access to a little printer, my work printer, and I just printed out my currently reads from last week. So that's what you see here. And yeah, I'm currently reading sort of in parallel 2 books before I start an actual book, because these are books obviously, but they're not a fictional book, and I'm just deciding what to read next. So while I do that, I am reading Lydia Davis's Into the Weeds, which is a sort of essay, maybe even lecture, on why she writes, and it's part of a series that I actually didn't know about. So thank you, Petya, for gifting me this book and knowing how much I love Lydia Davis and her writing. I mean, what a prolific career she's had. She's a translator for Proust, the first volume, In Search of Lost Time, and I'm making my way through that as well, but also a translator for Flaubert, and she just mentioned that sometimes she just translates short stories in like a few hours. So, I mean, you know, kind of going through this is a classic Lydia Davis book where you're just sort of in her mind, and that's what I love about her. So highly recommend Lydia Davis if you haven't had a chance to read her. But then also, because it's fall, it feels like Nora Ephron season, and so this is I've just had sitting on my shelf for a while, and this is a used copy of this collected essay collection from Bleak House Books that I bought maybe like 8 years ago at this point. And yeah, it's just a collection of essays that she wrote for Esquire magazine and maybe a few other places in the 90s, I want to say. And I mean, her writing is also just so stark, so simple, and a reminder of how I feel like I just miss writing like this, because I feel like a lot of current modern day literary fiction is very, it's just not simple sometimes. And if it is, it's kind of like, it's very conceptual or metaphorical, or, you know, but Nora Ephron is just like, here's what things are, and, you know, there's no, like, she's just so funny. Let's see. This is a level, years ago, it was possible to achieve a level of celebrity somewhere beneath the level of outright fame. Pleasant level of celebrity, if you will, the kind that guaranteed you a reservation or a ringside seat, a level of celebrity with no downside. This is the level of fame Giorgio Armani is apparently referring to in a new magazine called Fame. Fame, he says, is being in a foreign country, hailing a taxi, getting in, and the driver already knows your name. Parentheses, if you believe Giorgio Armani still takes cabs, you'll believe anything. The reason the driver knows your name, Giorgio, is that he's a limousine driver and your name is written on the voucher. So yeah, I guess I just really love writing that's kind of, I don't know, kind of sassy, you know? And so Nora Ephron is up there here. And I think the next fiction book that I'm going to probably dive into is John Williams' Stoner. It's been on my shelf for a bit. I've really wanted to pick that up because knowing what I know about the book, which is not that much, I know it's about a university professor and that it's, you know, sort of just a slower book, which feels autumnal and folly. So yeah, I think that's in the cards for me next. But thank you for being here. I just, in between these 2 takes, I just scarfed down some popcorn. So yeah, I hope this update was well worth it for you guys this month or this week. And yeah, hopefully I'll slip in some footage of me using this M5 and other interesting things that are going on in and around my life right now. And I will see you all next week for hopefully an archiving video. I also have one more video planned that I'm really excited about, which is both rings and traveler's notebook related. So yeah, hope you'll tune in to see that soon. And yeah, we'll chat soon. Bye-bye. Just received a very exciting, well, I think I got this a bit ago, but I don't check my mail a lot, and I really should because, yeah, lots of goodies in there. But most excited for this envelope from my fellow stationery friend, Mina Pomelo. I'm not going to say their name here just in case they don't want to reveal that, but Mina Pomelo, definitely check out their Instagram and YouTube. Love, love, love their content. But yeah, I just thought I'd unbox this here or just open it here because I have a feeling there's a lot of juicy mail inside. So yeah, we're gonna do that right now. I'm just too excited, so I often will end up ripping things. But here we are. Let's see if I can actually find a pair of scissors while we're at it. Because that's probably the more civilized way to do things. Or not. Or not. Okay. Some scissors would be actually super convenient. Oh, here you go. Okay. Oops. Sorry, guys. All right. Woohoo! I am loving this. This already looks so warm and cute. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna read this note separately because I feel I don't like to read or show letters. Oh my god, there's just so much goodness here. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, this is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mina. This is, wow. Okay, let me just go through this bit by bit. This I've never seen before. Wait, what is this? Oh my gosh. This is a traveler's fact. I've been to the Nakameguro store and I've never ever seen this before. This is so beautiful. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to find a way to really feature this in my journal. Like maybe I'll put that here. Okay, maybe here. Yeah. Oh, so beautiful. Okay. Put these aside. Okay, these beautiful. I don't know what you call these actually, but oh my gosh. Ah, Mizutama, one of my faves. Oh god, I love, love, love this. So one thing that I have been missing a little bit is really just kind of creative journaling in here. And somehow I don't feel like there's a, for me, I want this to be quite wordy and like, obviously I'll put some book things and I'll illustrate it, but for the type of junk journaling, I don't know if that happens here, and so I want to figure out a place to do that because I've often had a lot of fun doing that after travel journaling. Oh my god, these are so cute. Look at this little kitty. Oh, love. Okay, this is so necessary to stick in here. Okay, where should we put it? Let's see. All right, maybe we'll add that actually to next week. I'll put that like here. Oh yeah, that looks really good. I'm just gonna stick that in for now with some washi tape because, as we all know, washi tape is super non-committal, which is great. Okay, this is so nice. Okay, love it, love it. Oh, Wow, this receipt. Oh, I actually need this for a finance tracker. So where should I put this? Maybe somewhere in my lists section. I do want it to go somewhere sort of like private because I don't need to. I'm gonna put that here for now. I mean, these are just, oh, look at how beautiful these memos are. I think I remember, I have some stuff from this artist as well, but I don't remember their name. Oh my gosh, look at this girl and the owl. This looks like a painting. Oh, and these stamps. Okay, this is just, yes. Wait, these are so good. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna use this for a very long time. This triangle player and the seal. All right. Oh, this is like a moody winter vibes here. I love that. We love Doraemon very, very much. And this letter from Mina, I'm gonna store away for this week's vlogs because it's just so sweet. And actually, am I revealing too much? Oh, I may be. So I might block that out, but maybe not. I'll ask her first, but who knows? I'm not even in frame for most of this. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, Mina, your handwriting actually reminds me a little bit of my own. So this is so sweet. So thank you so much. And little Peggy over here. Okay, this is definitely the happiest mail that I've received as of late. So thank you so much. I am going to put all these pieces of paper to super good use. Yeah, thank you. Then we're back to regular scheduled programming. I think I'm going to slot this video into this week's video because, yeah, it's just part of my week. I want to update you guys. Okay, this is so sweet. I'm going to have to, actually, that is part of my daily page today. It's the 25th. Oh, is this sticker? Sorry. I'm trying to, let's see. Ah, yes. Yes. Look how cute. Okay, that is part of today's daily page, as is this. Oh, okay, there's just so much. It's like a world of wonders here. Look at that. How much his blood looks like this cat. All right, okay. I said I wasn't gonna show this, but now it's been in frame this whole time. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I am so grateful.